Okay, today we are going to make a face to show feelings. So if you look here, the pieces on the face are movable. So now, just mad. Or we can make him, oh, he's happy. So you can move the pieces around to show feelings. You can always use it when Miss Susan is going over feelings every day, or Miss Carla, whoever's doing it. But now, I'm not going to, I'm going to just show the PowerPoint because it's kind of a little bit long process. I want to make sure that you can see it really big. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need a large cardboard box. The size is basically going to depend on how big you want the face to be. But a good pair of scissors that will cut cardboard. Round objects to use as templates, like you need like a really big one to make the face, and then a large one to make the mouth, medium for the cheeks, and small for the pupils of the eyes. You need a pack of brads, a glue or hot gun if you're wanting to decorate the face. So if you want to decorate the pieces like the cheeks and the eyes and that kind of thing, then you'll need some paint or decorative paper, construction paper, or basically anything you can think of to decorate it. I will say make sure it's not too thick because it'll make it much harder to poke holes in it. I had a sample wallpaper book and thought, oh, I'll just use this because it's got lots of decorative. It was very hard to poke through that to get the brad through and the yarn. So that was really not the best idea. So it was much easier on the eyes, the white part of the eyes where I just used regular paper. So first you want to find something really, really large and round, and you're going to trace around the bottom to make the face. At first, at least, I used a pumpkin, my son's pumpkin bucket from Halloween. And then you're going to cut out the circle. After you trace it, you're going to cut it out. Now if you'll find a tiny round object, this will be the pupils for the eyes. You're going to trace around the bottom twice and cut out the circles. I used an essential oils bottle, but I will say after I had everything cut, I ended up needing a bigger something, so I ended up using like a really big pot. It was like an 8-quart cooking pot is what I used for my face. And the eyes, I used in a little essential oils bottle if you have something like that. I was trying to think of something else. Can't really think of anything else that size at the moment. Then you need one that's a little bigger, like a medium round object. And this is going to be for the cheeks. I had a bubble solution bottle. So you trace around the bottom twice and you're going to cut out the circles for the cheeks. Then you need a little bit bigger round objects because this is going to be for the mouth. And I just had some, I've been making some soap, and so I had an activated charcoal container. But you might have lotion that comes in this kind of container, different stuff, but just that kind of size. You want it to be a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller than the mouth, a little bit bigger than the, you want it to be bigger than the eyes. So you're going to trace around the bottom once and cut out the circle for the mouth. Then if you'll put like a, something with a straight edge, then you're just going to draw a line across the middle of the circle for the mouth and cut on the line so that you have half a circle. Okay. Now I want you to draw an eye on the cardboard. I actually used a piece of paper to practice, and then I decided I wanted to glue the paper on the eye to make it white and make the pupil stand out more. So you can practice. Like use a piece of paper to practice, and then once you think, oh, you know what, that looks like an eye, then trace it on your cardboard, and then use that piece to trace the other one is what I did, and then cut out both of them. So you have two eyes, and then your pupils should fit inside of the eyes. So just make sure when you do it that they fit inside. Now you're going to cut one long rectangle. This is going to be your eyebrows. Then you're going to cut a piece of it and place the small piece over the large piece, so that way you can have the same size eyebrows. And they probably need to be a little bit longer than mine if you saw them in the picture. I think they'd probably work a little better. And then again, if all of the pieces do not fit on your face, like if you get everything all cut out and it doesn't fit, see if you can find a bigger piece, a bigger circle to cut out. That's what I had to do because mine just kind of seemed kind of squished up on the face. Now you can leave the pieces as plain cardboard, or you can get creative and cover them. Also, when you're covering them on the cheeks, you want to cover both sides. So like maybe you want pink on one side, and then on the other side, if you'll put a teardrop, then you can also show crying. Then you're going to need to punch a brad through each piece and attach it to the face. But do not use a brad to attach the cheeks, because we're going to want those to flip over. So, and if you realize you put a crease wrong, you can remove, you can always move it. There's going to be a little bit of a hole there, but you can move it. And so use something that bends easily, like yarn, to attach the cheeks. I tried it with like a twine, and it was too stiff, and the cheeks wouldn't flip. They just kind of were stuck. They wouldn't really flip over. So that was, and then I used yarn, and it worked much better. And I think I forgot to put that as something you needed. But yeah, so you do need some yarn. And as a little side note, you can use a brad to help push the yarn through if needed. As you can tell in these two pictures, that's what I had to do. It works really good. Then if you cut a circle, like see this cardboard here, I just cut a big circle because I was kind of done cutting it this time, but cut a big circle and just tie your yarn through. It'll keep it from pulling through the hole. So just with some extra, cut a big circle. There's what I did. Now you are finished. And so how many feelings can you show on your face? These were the feelings that I came up with. But you know, if anybody decides to do this craft and wants to show it in class, then we would love to see the feelings that you can show on your face. Because I think it is a very, for the parents, it is a time-consuming craft, but it is awesome for your child to use. They can show you how they are feeling on their face if need be. So if you decide to do this, then I do hope you have a wonderful time making it. And I know that was kind of quick going through it, but I know that you will stop. If you decide to make it, you'll play it, stop, play it, stop, play it, stop. Or you can print out the picture and then you can kind of go from there if that makes it easier. But hope you enjoy making this face where you can show feelings, and have a wonderful day.